Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? What up, what up, what up? All you happy hashers out there, what's going on? As you guys are sliding on in, don't forget to smash that lizardy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. You know how YouTube likes it. Yo, what up? What up, Gene? What's going on, my dude? So, let's go ahead and as we are waiting for all of you awesome people to hop on in. I know it's been a little bit since I've actually streamed. It is Friday. It is a free hash Friday. So like we should get the word out that it is free hash Friday. And you know what? How random free hash Friday is. I haven't even picked the video that I'm gonna have you guys like comment on. So I might as well like, as you guys are like pulling on in, I should probably like figure out what video I need you guys to like. Um, yeah, let's see here. Bam. Let's see here. Good morning. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good one right here. Right here. Escape. Nice. That's awesome. New channel is up at Nismo. Nice. What's going on, Sadie? What's going on, everybody? What's up, Golden Wolf? What's up? Let's see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna start this off like this. All right. I gotta figure out how we need to put in there how high do you think this bull run's gonna go? Or I'm trying to figure out a good thing to like a good comment. Something that'll be like you'd be able to refer back to and be like, damn, I nailed that one. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It's just all good fun. How long do you think the bull run will last? Yeah. Put that in there. Make sure that you're like, subscribe, hit the bell notification over here, and put how long do you think the Bitcoin bull run is gonna last, guys? Bam. And put your comments in up over here. Because we're gonna pick a winner a little bit later. We will. And that'll be our free hash Friday giveaway. And I've got 4 3080s sitting there ready to hash. If you already got something in mind that you're already hashing on, give me an address, where you want me to mine it to. This way it's going to all of your guys' hash rate. Add it to the pile. Otherwise, I'll have to figure out the easiest way for me to make sure that you get a payout. Because, like, 4 cards, depending on the coin, does not necessarily mean that in 24 hours you're going to get a payout necessarily every time. This is kind of like supposed to kind of help out. Otherwise, you're going to need to win a whole bunch of times before you can get a payout, which that's what you want to do. I'm down. I'm down to help you out. What is this thing behind my name? Apparently, one of the times that you were on, like somewhere down the road, you got yourself a wrench, and somewhere down the road, somebody gave you a subscription to the channel. I know there was like a bunch of giveaways of like subscriptions for like a month. You might be like the last of the giveaways on there. The blue dot. Noise, what up, dude? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Like the last of the of the giveaways. People, Sadie gave away some subscriptions to my channel, and so did Gundy. So you might have gotten, probably was with Gundy. Gifted one. Yo! Be More Stupid was gifted by. I love the name too. Oh my god. That is awesome. Be More Stupid was gifted a membership by Sadie. That is awesome. Sadie, you rock. Be More. That name is awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my god. Shenanigans right off the rip. All right, so it's like, I know I still get things somewhere to Patreon. Nice, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Ba-bam. So here we rip into things. You know, we're closing up one political administration that has absolutely like decimated the entire budget deficit all in one shot here. Some of this is like there's a lot of numbers on here, but to break it down into the things that would be of personal interest to me, right? National debt in total $36 trillion and climbing. Every man, woman, and child, if they were all to pay their fair share of the debt, you would be paying $106,000, over $106,000. Just call it 107. By the time the money gets there, the government's already going to be past that. So just give them $107,000 per man, woman, and child, and they'll restart accruing the debt from zero. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. It's like I'm kind of hoping for what Elon Musk is going to be doing with the Department of Doge. Yes, the Department of Doge. Department of Government Efficiency. I love it. I love it. Doge to $1, right? I'm just saying. Just Doge to $1, please. Can I get an amen? I'll be a happy man if Doge to $1. I'm just telling you, right off the rip. But I mean, it's like, and then you start adding up some of the stuff that is up on here, and where you sit there and you got to scratch your head here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shrink my little pic down just a little bit more here, but just above me over here, over my shoulder here, right here. This last little bottom line here that you see that's all in red, right? It's Social Security liability, Medicare liability, U.S. unfunded liabilities, liabilities per citizen. Social Security liabilities are at we're over $27 trillion. Medicare liabilities, we're over $42 trillion. U.S. unfunded liabilities, right? Millions, billions, trillions, right? Millions, billions, trillions. Yeah. We have more in liabilities than we have in national debt. Tax revenue. averaging out to about $15,000 per U.S. citizen. It's about $5 trillion. Where they're basically spending beyond the capabilities of what they can tax the U.S. citizens. They are in that default range where the interest on national debt is almost $1 trillion. Almost $1 trillion in just in interest alone. Which means if you're paying mostly, and you got to think, like, you're going to pay the interest first. So here it is, you know, you might as well just go ahead and whack off, you know, like they're getting $5 trillion. No, you're getting $4 trillion now. You're now the budget's $4 trillion. And they're spending, I mean, in the last 4 years, they have put almost $7 trillion in 4 years. Which is some of the reasons why getting, even if you're just stumbling across this channel and you're not into cryptocurrency at all, this is some of the reasons why, you know, you can go into the gold and silver market and you're watching those markets move, guys. They're absolutely moving. And right now, because, and this is where people in the crypto market like to kind of dunk onto the gold market, and this is some of the reasons why right here. Yo, we got another gifted. Yo, Dan Bulmer was gifted a subscription. Nice. Thank you, Sadie. You are awesome. You are awesome. But here we go into the gold market. So you don't even have to be in the cryptocurrency, guys. You know, it's like I tell people to hedge your bets, right? Absolutely hedge your bets on this stuff, guys. And just like Golden Wolf was saying, and smash the Lizzie like button, because smashing that Lizzie like button is like supercharging your investments. I'm just saying. I mean, I heard it somewhere. It's not financial advice, though. It's like a big question. If Trump gets rid of the IRS and income tax, what would that do to when it comes to cryptocurrency? That one's a really, really hard one to sit there and say. It depends on. So one Bitcoin will always be worth one Bitcoin, right? So if you're thinking of it in the terms like that, Bitcoin is a direct reflection of how good your local currency truly is. It's an accountability to your currency. So as the government trashes its currency, Bitcoin, gold, silver, these assets should go up in value because it's holding the currency accountable for the inflation. So I think that's kind of where that unknown is. So I wouldn't want to sit there and be like, oh yeah, it's going to do this because Trump did X, Y, and Z. It's more complex than that. If the government cannot cut the unnecessary spending while at the same time getting rid of income tax, right? If he absolutely gets rid of income tax, it makes the government fund itself. The government would have to purge itself and become a small and limited federal government, the way that the forefathers in the Constitution had written it. It's amazing. But at the same time, if they decide to do that and they go, well, now we have to justify spending like we do. I don't know. It kind of is like into that unknown of unknowns. So there is that. It's like if the markets follow the last weekend by Monday, Bitcoin be be like 100K by the end of the week, Um, and I've been telling people to buy Bitcoin since $3,200. Yeah, I've been screaming from the rooftops, buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost, and hodl it. People have fought me on this one, and I'm just going, you know what? You deserve to not have it at this point. I'm done trying to save people. I'm just now just kind of documenting what I've been seeing, Like I picked it up at 5K last weekend. So, but here we roll into that nice gold market also, and gold is rolling over right now. Why? Gold has already been on the tear. Gold has already been trying to hold the fiat currency accountable. But there's heavy manipulation in gold and silver. There are decades and decades of manipulation that they are trying to permeate onto Bitcoin now. But a lot of the institutional bankers are really resistant on trying to get a hold of this because they know that there's no way to, like, the money goes into the void, and the void just gets bigger when and it assimilates you, and they know it. There's no manipulating it. You either are a part of Bitcoin or you're not. So the manipulation side of things, yeah, you can do it when it's a smaller market cap, but now that we have countries like El Salvador that's on top of this stuff, you're not going to see that heavy manipulation when you've got wide usage on a particular thing. With gold and silver, it's people like me and other people that are gold and silver bugs that we buy it and then we put it off to the side. We buy it, we put it off to the side. There's no economy behind it. So there's no market momentum. And because there's no market momentum, it's easier to manipulate when you put in a fake market momentum in a downward selling pressure, right? And that's basically what we're watching right now. We're seeing what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days. And it's finally starting to level off after 12 days of downward pressure. That tell me that's not, it's like, I can see some of it being maybe some people liquidated a little bit to invest in some other things. You're not going to sit there and see this big cascading event like this without a market manipulation, especially in a market that's as big as gold here. Same thing with silver. Silver follows exactly what gold does too. Bitcoin typically does also, but Bitcoin's been trading out sideways while gold and silver has been on an upward momentum, where Bitcoin has been just chopping out on a slight downward trajectory. So it was doing a big, long consolidation on there, going, okay, what we're going to do, it's like it was looking like it was going to break out to the downside. It really did. And then watching it just kind of rip up as we got closer to the election showed that market had confidence. Now, what does the market show right now as we speak? Market's showing a selling side of things. In other words, you've only got so many people that you can sell things to before people just they've got their fill, right? So now we're gonna watch Bitcoin. Can it hold? Can it hold this $90,000 mark? The DCA oscillator just printed out the selling signal, and we've also got 3 days of just trading out completely sideways. Now we've been doing good on these 3 days of just trading out sideways, but this doesn't give you good high expectations if the market popped up real fast and is now going to roll over. Did we just do what they call the classical Bart Simpson, where we're going to raise up, chop out, and then drop? I can foresee that happening here, considering that gold and silver have already rolled over. Typically, Bitcoin follows some of the momentums that gold and silver have historically. So if gold and silver are dumping, I'm going to expect that Bitcoin would do a pullback also. Why? Why would I sit there and think this? Because with Trump coming into office, this is going to be very bullish on the stock market, and people are also going to be believing that the dollar is strengthening. Trump isn't even in office. It's been like what, 8-9 days, and people are already responding to the idea that Trump's presidency is going to happen here. Now, whenever I'm looking at stuff like this, I'm looking at different metrics in a lot of ways when I'm looking at this. And here we are looking at the entire crypto market, which is pretty, everybody, you've been holding on to anything, congratulations. You're more than likely doing very well. So what I like to see is that with the market cap, the total cryptocurrency market cap in general, from just a few weeks ago, we were just sitting at a little over $2 trillion in the crypto market, like $2.5 trillion, somewhere right around there. And we basically have gone past that and gone into the $3 trillion mark. This is some of the highest levels in the cryptocurrency market that we have ever seen. To see Bitcoin kind of roll over and kind of pull back, I'm going to pay attention not to the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to pay attention to the market cap. How much does, even if Bitcoin rolls over and drops from here and takes a $20,000 per Bitcoin haircut off of this, right? Where does the market cap shutter out to? If we just return back down to where we were, then okay, that just shows that we have we have market potential. Not that that's going to continue to go up, but we have market potential, and that is what you are betting on long term, is that market potential. The market, even if it drops, the market showed its hand. What could it do? So I look at even if it rolls over from here, it's still bullish. Long term, it's still bullish. Market fundamentals haven't changed, just the price of it. It's like Warren Buffett even states it. It's like blood in the streets. Basically, I'm gonna shorten it up, but blood in the streets. That's the perfect time to buy. If the company you are investing in, nothing fundamentally has changed, but the price of the stock, nothing else has changed. That's a coupon, and it's like, and it doesn't matter which market you're really looking at. That's how I look at it. Whatever it is that I'm investing in. If I'm going, yes, this is what I believe in, and I see nothing fundamentally has changed, and I see the price is down, I'm asking the wife, hey, can we buy some more? And she's like, yeah, and I'm just like, this is why I love you, and I go ahead and I buy more of it, because that's just how smart money works. It's slow and steady wins the race. Over time, I'm looking at the long term, where short-term traders, they might have some gains here and there, but they have more losses than gains. Those are your gamblers, and I'm not into the gambling. I'm into the long-term hustle. Your biggest Wall Street fat cats are slow and steady wins the race. Yes, they deal with it with larger data and larger amounts of money. But the the way that they invest is the same way, dollar cost average. You know, it's like it's just that their dollar cost average is in the millions. It's just a different points on the same ladder, right? So I mean, you want to invest the way that the smart money does. So that's why we get into some of the mining aspect of it, because we're hedging it from both sides, right? DG1 home price jumped after you ordered one. Nice. That's when you know you did it right. Everything should be actually moving really good right now. Everything. There really shouldn't be anything on the crypto market that should be doing bad in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you could sit there and look at USDT, and you'll see that move back a little bit, right? But what's that accounting for? It's accounting for the people kind of moving in and out of the market. And what do I see right now with Tether? Tether is actually up 2%. That means people are piling into Tether. They're going into the stable dollar. So like you're gonna be watching some of the smart money kind of pull back onto these markets like this. So I'm actually kind of excited. I don't know about you. I'm relatively excited for a good healthy pullback. I mean, Bitcoin is definitely primed for it. We've come out of gone into a bit of an overbought territory. We could certainly draw back now. I mean, unpopular as it may be, way down here, I had drawn a singular line. I know, lines on a chart. How original. But I'd actually kind of drawn this one whenever I first got into crypto in 2018. And we've actually come to the end of my line that I drew out in 2018. And I've been pretty accurate with where this sits at. And it represents linear growth over time. So if you were to go, okay, what is a nice and steady average growth point? And this would probably be it. You'd be looking at between that $20,000 to $25,000 Bitcoin. I know, not very glorious from where we're at $91,000. I know, but if you take into perspective that we could be in an oversold territory, right? Because here we are. This is whenever I got into Bitcoin back here, right? Let's see here. Nope. I came back even further. So you see, I come back in way back here. Coming from 2017. And this 2017 little itty bitty blip back here was ginormous. I mean, you'd zoom in on it and you're like, that's huge, right? I could make it look really big. And this is how it was way back in the day. And you're like, oh my God. And then it dropped out real hard and you're like, oh my God. And you could see how it kind of hovered around my kind of median price of where I thought it really should be. And we've consistently kept all around it. And here we kind of come into the second bull run that I was a part of, right? And you bring that into perspective, And that first bull run just looks like a little blip. And it doesn't look like it came too far away from that median line, right? And here we are. We come up to the second bull run, and we come past that one. And here we are for this. But eventually, you know, we're going to be looking at it, and we're going to be zooming out again. And as soon as you start zooming out, you start noticing that these little blip ups are really not that far off from where the median line really is. From over time. Over time, it does kind of respect this line. Now, does it mean that we are going to come back to it at any point in time? No. Now, whenever I had originally started doing a lot of these chartings from way back here, from back in 2017, 2018, and really started paying attention to this, right? There was no countries that was adopting it. And I never thought that any country would ever consider any kind of adoption. So that does play into changing data set points from where I had originally had it. Now, this just means that this would be, in my opinion, the lowest that you would typically see the price of Bitcoin. Price of Bitcoin wouldn't have enough energy to drop down below the lowest mean. So now I think that's where, if anything, if we retrace, we could do a retracement, and retracement would put us into the $20,000 to $30,000 per Bitcoin range. So kind of think of that too. So, I mean, it's like it all depends on how much we do a retracement. It's like, what you talking about over there? It's like, almost bought an AL0. It's Poo Tech Man. Don't buy it. It'll never break even. It's good space heater for a small room. How many coins can an AL0 make today? A half an alphymium. That's bad. It runs hotter than a KS Pro. Holy crap. Also runs hotter than the RX0 runs. Oh, shit. Oh. That's crazy. That's crazy, Tech Man. Things is the glorified space heater. I mean, we are coming into wintertime, so I mean, this could be beneficial to some people. Could be. But here, you know, it's like, I think that with where we're going to be sitting at, you know, I mean, who knows where we're going to be at towards the end of the year. Hopefully things will be absolutely amazing, and but at the same time, I think we're going to watch some people starting to want to take some losses. We are coming to the end of the year, tax season, people. So don't get your hopes up that we are going to be looking at huge amounts of how can I put it? Like huge amounts of gains towards the end of the year. But again, I want to know what your thoughts are. Definitely, we're doing Free Hash Friday, guys. I mean, we can't be all doom and gloom. I mean, there is a happy part of this. How you have to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification for this, and then put in there how long do you think the bull run is going to be lasting, guys. Put your predictions down right there. Open up another tab. This is so that you guys can win free hash rate. Yo! It's all about trying to give away a little bit of hash rate to all of you awesome people out there. YOLO! It's like you use an S19 to heat your house. I can see that. I definitely can. I mean, I got I have a What's Miner M30 plus plus, and yeah, she be kicking. She be kicking some heat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. But I mean, everything seems to be doing pretty decent. Hopefully, everybody, remembers to take a little bit of profits off the table too. Don't let it always ride. That's how you sometimes get Rizity wrecked. Sometimes it is definitely worth putting in into safer spots and making sure that that you don't always have to feel the market volatility. And sometimes I mean, again, not financial advice. I've had it where I've dropped into Tether and the market dropped out and I rebought back into Bitcoin and the market took off again. So it was just like, oh, wow, that's how you do it. Okay. Like that's the video you posted on your channel. Nice. All automated. Nice. Yeah, I mean you can do some automations. I mean I've seen some people do that. I've seen people get burned with using software to do some of the trading for them. So always kind of do your research. Don't put all your crypto in one spot. I have seen people get wrecked and wrecked fast. So just be careful. Careful with all that automation stuff. I hate to see any of you awesome people ever have any issues whatsoever. And then, guys, we're going to have a 600-watt cable coming out next. Can you just imagine that? A 600-watt cable. Do you imagine having two of those on one GPU? Yeah, a 1200-watt supply of power just for your GPU alone. And like you can't make this up. 600-watt PCIe. This will be, I think, Gen 5 now. And it will be utilized for NVIDIA 5090 and the 580 stuff. Yeah, absolutely craziness. And you're going to be like going, well, crap, what the hell are we going to be utilizing to power this bad boy up, right? 2,000 watts. I don't know about you, but I don't really have a circuit that I could really effectively run this power supply on. I don't know about you guys. I have my mining circuits, which are 220. That'll run this without a problem. Sure. But I don't know too many other 110 circuits that are going to be able to run 2,000 watts worth of a power supply on there. I mean, imagine you put a 5090 on here, and you're mining with it, and then you mine with the latest and greatest CPUs out there. Holy crap, dude! And then you're just talking about a metric ton of power just being pulled. 1,600 watts is not unfathomable at this point. And then you got all the fans and stuff that's going to be in your computer and everything too. Holy cow. Exactly. They're going to need a one breaker per power supply. Exactly. They're going to be like the all new computer with 4,000 watts worth of power, 2 power supplies, daisy chained together. It's like, holy cow. I mean, just imagine you turn your power on and you know, you can see your lights in your house kind of dim down and flicker. Pew. What up, Patrick? It's like workout day 687. I took a little bit of time off, but I've been back at it, and I effectively my calves are on fire. I've been kind of waddling around today, regretting life, and then I also like let a 15-pound weight like hit my ankle. Yeah, good times. Other than that, yeah, I've been still working out though. Still been working out. Oh, but yeah, I cashed out my ankle pretty good though. Oh, 15-pound weight dumbbell just like bink right into my ankle. It's like, oh. At first I was fine. I was like, oh yeah, no, whatever. Right now, yeah, I'd like to put some ice on it. But yeah. So I mean, we're looking at these 2,000 watt power supplies. It's like, what's next? I mean, the U.S. market cannot handle a 2,000 watt power supply. The typical house is not being wired for a dedicated computer plug outlet that'll run 220. Just to be able to run 2,000 or more watts just to run a standard computer. That is absolutely ridiculous, the amount of power that these things are sucking back at this point. I don't like, at some point it's going to be like you're making data, you're making high-end stuff that the US market can't use. I'm not even sure how much, like, I know that like you go out to like the UK and they're running 220, 240. But their circuits are realistically no different than ours. They're 10, 20 amps at 220. So they're still going to have a lot of limitations on even what they can run with the wiring that they have in their walls too. That is just insanity. Right, yeah, you normally have like 4 to 6 outlets on one breaker in a house. Exactly, it's like one room, 20 amps. Done. Right? That's typically anywhere from 15 to 20 amps per room. I haven't seen much higher than that. Being on 220, I'm on 110. You're not going to see that. Now, if you're on 220, like my dedicated mining room stuff, sure, I'm running 30 amperes. I could upgrade them to 50 amperes, but that's more than what my circuit panel can have. I've got my main is a 100 amp main. So I realistically, if I get the mining really good, that's majority of what my circuit panel can actually handle. I've tripped the main 100 amp breaker on that panel before. Put that in perspective. What up, Fern? It's like I like 20 rooms, 1 amp each. Yeah. I mean, it's like it's like in trying to run a lot of the equipment, it's like to run a whole gambit of computers, server equipment, mining gear. You're not going to be able to run a lot of this newer gear coming up here in a standard house. So I'm not really sure how these computer manufacturers are really going to be going. I mean, unless they're going to be just going, well, here, you can be on laptops because that's what the people who can't afford power have. Which I think that would be a big shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, unless they're trying to get out of the market altogether. If they're done with the custom PC market, and they're just going into, you either get pre-built or laptops. Oh man, the computer technology will fucking suffer from that, because a lot of innovation comes from a lot of the PC enthusiasts hodgepodge and shit together to make it work, and pushing boundaries. Um, so you'll see a lot of innovation just kind of gets really kind of stifled off in a lot of different areas because of the fact that you're going to be limited on what gear. Because I don't know if you guys have paid attention. You try to open up a laptop, memory soldered to the board, encoded to the board. Everything is part of the board. There is no replaceable components on there. Now you can get some stuff like Alienware if you don't mind getting into the Dell ecosystem. I have my bad taste about getting into the Dell ecosystem. Even though I do like what Alienware has to offer on their laptops, but they don't get a lot of support either. So it's kind of like a dual-edged sword with the whole Alienware ecosystem. But if they keep on going down this route, it's really going to be suffering a lot of us gamers who love our PC builds and having just amazing gameplay, and they're going to try pushing everybody on the consoles because it's going to be cut down hardware that's going to run on 110, and that's going to be the only option that you're going to have, which will cause the console market to go up in price because that's all that everybody can get their hands on. I just see bad things happening with kind of how they're going with the way that the market is. I mean, I could be wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong with this, but I mean, how far can they push a power supply before they hit that limitation that no consumer can run any of the gear? Because you're now powering up server quality stuff. It's like we only buy mini PC or laptop at work, and that's what a lot of people do at work. A laptop or the mini PCs, which they offer a lot until you go to game with it, and then you're like, damn it. Just add two mini. The mini IS to the domain yesterday. They 2x5 inch, 30 watts. Yeah, and the minis forums, the mini S forums are pretty decent. I've been looking at those for a long time. I love the mini compact stuff, but I do understand where the true limitations are on that gear. So unfortunately, there's a lot of limitations with it, and it's bad enough that it's like with the standard power supply, you really can't run a bunch of 4090s without running server grade equipment already, because the 4090s are already such high demand. So it's kind of going to be interesting on the future where it really goes from here, and does it influence like homeowner building, or like homeowners and new construction? Like now you have a dedicated PC area, for each home moving forward. That would be fucking wild. That that you get an apartment, and all the apartments now have a dedicated PC corner because it has to have 240 volt. I mean, that would be just absolutely wild. Um, and And while people are like trying to give everybody like that chance of winning some of this free hash over here, definitely put in how long you think the bull run's gonna last. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification over there. Give me and the wife's channel a little love over there, yo. And I'll be picking out a free hash Friday winner here. Let's see how many people have pasta. We got 8 awesome comments in there, all unique. Awesome. And then while you guys are doing all of that real fast, get the word out too. Put it out in your favorite social medias out there, guys. Yo. And one last article before we do this. Just to give you guys a good chuckle. Ethereum passes 3,000. Reason behind the comeback. Comeback? They haven't even hit their all-time highs yet. Their previous all-time highs. Bitcoin's hit their all-time highs and smashed through them, and Ethereum still hasn't even come close on tickling their all-time highs. And they're celebrating we got the comeback kid coming back. It's the comeback kid. Get out of here with that. There's like $3,000 at. Talk to the people that bought Ethereum at $5,000 per Ethereum, and these people are applauding that it's coming back at 3,000. It's like, bro, it's been years that Ethereum fucked over the miners, and the price of Ethereum tanked. It's not going to hit its all-time highs without heavy manipulation from outside influences. Just not going to. It has a better chance of hitting its all-time highs than XRP, 100%. I'll give you that. If we're going to be betting on which shitcoin is going to do better than the next one, okay, you win there, you know. But as far as celebrating them coming back to 3,000 when $5,000 was at their all-time high, if I was an investor, I'd be still kind of pissed off, being like, I still haven't made any money, and it's been years. You know, it'd be like sitting there and somebody buying Ethereum Classic when Ethereum Classic hit its $149 per Ethereum Classic. That person's gonna be pissed off for a long time. Because I don't really see Ethereum Classic going back up to that price point. There's no use case in there at this point. Some of the stuff it has a tendency to snap up and come down. A pump and dump, you're gonna wait for it. You know, you're gambling at that point. You know, it's like, and the people that are in Ethereum right now, they're gambling that it's going to come back to $5,000 and they're going to be able to sell it and break even. If they're smart, when it hits the point of where they needed to buy, where they bought in originally, they're going to just sell it off at that point and just kind of cut their losses and be like, hey, look, at least I didn't lose money. It took me a little bit to get my money back, but I learned my lesson, Bitcoin only. I'm just saying. It's like, LOL, walk through the house. Okay, this one over here, this is blue for only one PC. Yeah, you got one PC. You can't have two. No, no. You get 1. You put 2 in there, and you're going to melt the house down. Oh my God. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So let's go ahead and do this. Still got the eight unique comments. Give you guys a last chance here. You got to be present for this too, of course. Of course. So I think oof, excuse me. So I've got it in there. We'll refresh this one a last time. 8 awesome unique comments. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see who's gonna get some free hash on this Friday, guys. Yo, free hash Friday. Let's get that drum roll going. And let's do this. Oh, this person actually commented on the video itself. We get to try that again. We're going to pick another one. We're going to try that again. Techman has won. Yo! We got the Techman. Techman in the house. Yo, you have a 1. It's only because Rude, my dude's not here, man. If Rude was here, he would have won. But we got Techman. He's like 8 months, and then we get Berg and any good lucky anybody. So, Techman, are you still here? Yeah, poor Rude. it's like nice, congrats. Yep. So hit me up on the Discords, my man, and let me know how you want it. It's 83080s. Are we not 838? 43080s. Words, pooey. 43080s. So I can just add it on to whatever you're mining onto. I'm using you know, it's like it's like whatever miner you want to utilize on it. Give me the settings for it. I'll get it set up for you. It's like, woohoo! So just hit me up in the Discords, and we'll get it set up. You'll get 24 hours of free hash. Yo! That's awesome. That is awesome. It's like, okay, dog is looking at me, and it's not raining outside. It's like, oh, he's telling you, he's like, you got to take me for a walk. No problem, Techman. It's like his name was Techman, but we called him the giveaway legend. Ba ba ba.
That was legitness.
Yeah, it was, huh?
What up, sirs? So thank you everybody for being here. We are at that 1 hour marker. So don't forget to smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. And maybe next Friday you can win a free hash rate for Friday. Yo! Because we're trying to make sure that everybody gets some of that free hash rate to go around. Because, every once in a while, everybody needs a little bit of that free hash rate sprinkled onto them. May the hashing god smile upon thee. So, thank you everybody for being here, for sure. Put some FAs in the Chizity chat. Drop those FAs. Drop them now. Go ahead. Drop those FAs in the Chizity chat. And maybe my next stream, I'll do a badass little giveaway here. Maybe. There'll probably be a cool little giveaway. So make sure that everybody pays attention when I do my next streams. There might be something going on. Just maybe. We're gonna make it a little spicy. Probably going to. Drop those FAs in the chat. Cause you guys are rated F for freaking awesome. Yo. And with that being said, peace out. Stay savage. May your watts be low and your hash be high. I'll see you on the next one. Yo.